This squad is a nightmare.
A major European honour. Galatasaray lift the UEFA Cup.
Okay, welcome back to episode 3 of the Galatasaray challenge. This squad is an absolute mess. So, competition-wise, let's just have a little recap of how we're doing. We're top of the league, but we are joint on top with Trabzonspor, who we just recently drew against. They scored in the 85th minute or something mad like that. So, let's have a look. Champions League-wise, we lost 2-1 against Man City. We're going to play the Atletico Madrid game today and the Besiktas Istanbul derby. They're the two games we got for you for today. So, for some reason, we're getting huge injuries. So, that guy's out to 3 to 4 months. This guy's out for 6 weeks. Let's have a look at the other ones. Down here. So, Akbala's out for 5 months. Mariano's just coming back now after he got injured, so he's out for another 2 weeks. So, some of the issues that we've been having is in the league, you're only allowed 12 foreign players playing. So as you can see, we've got a substantial amount of foreign players. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We've got 20 foreign players, which means obviously that doesn't work out. So that's not good. I mean, weirdly, luckily, some of the players we've had injured have been foreign players. So that needs sorting. Also, we're really struggling with the conditioning of a lot of our players due to the fact that because we only have under 19s and they can't be older than 22 to play in the under 19s, we just can't get our players any game time. So if they can't play because they're foreign, then they can't play in the youth team because they're too old. So it's a nightmare. So that'll all need rejigging. We've actually got 3.5 million to spend with about roughly 36k to spend on the wages. So hopefully in January we can have a move around with some players and stuff like that. So I'll show you the squad that we have been playing in our last game in the Trabzonspor game. We moved people around a little bit for the last game. So that's the squad that we've been playing because Ryan Donks had to go centre back. Unfortunately, I wanted to keep him as our anchor man due to the fact of that injury to the other centre back. So that's the team that we have been playing. We moved people around a little bit for the last game against Sivasspor. They won 2-0. In fact, in this, look at that, 89th minute they scored. Andone scored his first goal for us. And this one, Belanda and Buyuk, they scored. But as you can see, we moved things around a little bit. So, into 2 games today. Hopefully, the graphics will hold up like it did last time. And we'll see you in the dressing room, ready for the first game, which is a Champions League game at home against Atletico Madrid. Okay, so we're sticking with our 4-2-3-1. It's a 4-3-3 inverted, with Andone as our pressing forward. They're playing a 4-4-2 as they naturally do. Trippier, Savic, Felipe, Hermoso, Correa, Herrera, Saul Niguez, Vitolo, Morata, Diego Costa, who's their captain, and Jan Oblak in goal. Into the dressing room. Obviously, they're huge nights for us, but I'd be absolutely shocked if we can make it. Oh, Jose Gomez is missing. I'd be absolutely shocked if we can make it through this group stage and into the next round of the Champions League. We've got one of the toughest draws you can possibly ask for. Man City and Atletico Madrid we're fighting against, so they're battering us at the moment a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Might just go balanced, just to make sure that we're not going to get overexposed. It has stitched us up massively. We'd won every game, I think, so far. Then we were 1-0 up against Man City. Ended up losing 2-1 very late on, which seems to be a theme with this squad. And then, we lost that one. Then we drew 3 games in a row in the league, which obviously let Trabzonspor catch up with us a little bit. And then we're back into this action. Besiktas have actually started really badly, so that's the next game we're going to play. They've started really poorly, so hopefully we can compound that. And they've got a throw-in. We haven't actually created a chance yet, which doesn't look too good for us. Vitolo, out to Saul Niguez, Herrera, Hermoso, Saul Niguez, Correa, out to Trippier. Oof, just wide. Currently on no points with a -1 goal difference. So it's not been the best of starts to the Champions League campaign. I would be like I said, I'd be shocked if we get out of this group. I'd be shocked if we get more than 2 wins. Actually, just the fact that who we're gonna beat? Are we gonna beat City? I can't see that happening. Are we gonna beat these lot? Can't really see that happening either. I'm just gonna switch it around slightly. Gonna bring in Kuru and Faguli back, and then we'll go to a 4-1-4-1 like this. We'll give Falcao a run out. He's a deep line forward. Okay, if you think so, I would have thought he was more of a poacher. But there you go. We'll go to cautious. But like I said, the squad's a mess pretty much. Like we haven't got any standout Turkish players, or if we have, they're all 33, 34. Everyone that we've got's foreign. Cross in. Linez has scored 1-0. Let's have a look. Look at that crowd. Ball gets played in. It bounces around. Linez pokes it in. And there you go. The crowd are up on their feet celebrating. Well, this was unexpected. So January might be able to shift some players in and out, but it's going to be probably the summer before we can actually get a squad that we can call our own. Until then, no. We'll just have to kind of... Oh, they've brought Yannick Carrasco on. I missed that while I was talking. Throw in, Costa, Carrasco. No, not a red. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, well, the only thing I really know to do is just go like that. Probably put Lamina in the middle. We can bring Seri on for Nkuru. I don't want to play my whole hand straight away. We'll bring back Sirachi as just a fullback rather than trying to play too clever. And we'll probably go park the bus. What a terrible time to get a man sent off. Oh, press that. But this could be three huge points in the Champions League if we could somehow see it out. Last 15-20 minutes. Obviously, there'll be added time. There's been subs and there's been that red card. What was he doing? It's going very slowly. They've brought João Felix on for Diego Costa, so they've taken off their captain. Can we deal with it with 10 men? Carrasco crosses Srirachi, terrible header away. Ball back in, João Felix, good save, goalkeeper. There's obviously a South American connection in there. We've got Falcao in there. We've got Muslera, Srirachi. This would be a famous victory if we got this. I'll be honest, I didn't think that we'd get anywhere near a team like Atletico Madrid. Here they go. Oof, saved it. Last 5 minutes, Correa crosses, and they've scored. Well then, how easy is that? Another set piece. Correa crosses. Herrera just loses his man completely and volleys it in the top corner. Hey, these late goals are killing me. Can we see it out and at least get a point then? Is that going to be the end? Still playing. Right, well, if you'd offered me a point at the start of the game, I'd have snapped your hand off, especially having the stats that we've had. But to have been 1-0 up for so long, disappointing. We'll see you for the home game against Besiktas. Okay, we are back with our first Istanbul derby. Obviously, the classic three are Galatasaray, Besiktas, and Fenerbahce. But there are other clubs in Istanbul. I probably pronounce this horrendously, but Başakşehir. There you go. So they're also based in Istanbul, as you can see there. A team that's had a fairly big rise, but today we're into one of the classic ones. I'm sure if you're a Turkish fan and you're watching, is there a special name for the derby between Galatasaray and Besiktas, or is it just as expected with the Istanbul derby? So let's have a look if we can get a little bit closer to our starting 11. Mariano's still not fully fit, so there's no point really risking him. As you can see with this goalkeeper here, Okan, I just can't get him a game anyway. Because he's played some friendlies and stuff, but I just can't, there's no way to get him a game, so if we ever do need him, he's going to be knackered. Okay, and the way we'll do it, we'll put... I wanted to get more Turkish players in if we can, so put him in there and do that. Like to think that this derby means more to the Turkish players, but we'll see. So that's our full quota of foreign players that were allowed. This is our right wing back in case we need one. That's our left wing back in case we need one. And right, I'm only got 5 places left. Well, he can play as a striker if we need him to. He's a midfielder. Obviously, some of these have played in another game today. I can't put Dermaz in, so there we go. I think that's us sorted. Okay, see you in the action. Okay, so they are going for a 4-2-3-1, and I actually think, I mean, you shouldn't say this about your rivals, but I actually think they've got a better squad than us. Although they've got Karius in goal, who obviously is a horror show. They've got Vida, Ruiz at centre-back, El Neni, Hutchinson at centre-mids, Diaby and Kudo. And I think that's Kevin Prince Boateng, is it? Surely not. It is. They've got Kevin Prince Boateng up front. So there you go. Into the dressing room. Our assistant, good. He's given a good team talk there. Tremendous occasion. The players know what's expected of them. Right. Let's not have another horror show where we lose. But I think they're 13th, but form goes out the window in these derbies, so they're committing a lot of fouls, which is to be expected. Just a little bit nervous because we've been conceding late goals, so we almost need that goal as that buffer in case they do get a set piece and a late goal. The squad's changed so much every time we play. It's very difficult to kind of get the right players in the right positions for the defensive set pieces anyway. Just going to change it around slightly. Try and get that link between our midfield and Done up front if we can. But at the moment, well, they were looking like the most likely team to score. We've just tweaked it slightly. Could be decided by one goal this game. As you can see, we're a point ahead of Trabzonspor. But that could change very quickly. I'm trying to be patient as possible. And I would suggest that their goalkeeper's probably having quite a good game. There's been 5 or 6 shots on target. Okay, well, not too upset with how it's going so far. To start off with, yeah, he must have made 6 saves, or at least some saves to block them. We've got a set piece. Belander. Yes. Marcao scores his goal from the set piece. Belander. Outswinger. Crosses. And Marcao just meets it. And the crowd goes wild. Yes. Derby goal. There are some good players in here that are not Turkish or are not, do you know what I mean? Would be counted as foreign in this league, but there's just too many of them and not a set piece for them. Just over. There's just too many of them for us to get a balance, really. Go a little bit more cautious. Sirachi's got a long throw. And Kudu. Sirachi, cross it. He crosses. Yes! Karius makes the mistake. Andone taps it in. And this could be a famous victory for us. It was good play on the edge. And Kuru kept it alive. Lamina. Oh, with the reverse pass. Sirachi. I think he hits it straight at Karius. He does, who spills it. And Andone's there to just tap it in. Well then. Will this be a famous victory for us in our first Istanbul derby? Is anyone struggling? Andone's got himself a yellow, so we'll just make sure he doesn't get himself sent off, and we'll bring on Falcao. Just bring Belander back into there, and we'll bring on. What's going on, Walla? Oh, we've got a free kick, crossed in, straight at Karius, which doesn't necessarily mean it isn't going to go in sometimes if you hit it straight at Karius. So that would give us a 3-point buffer. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because this game is stitching me massively at the moment. Get that ball back. Come on. This doesn't look good. They're through. And he's shanked it. Oh, we've got a block in, so that's good. Thought he'd shanked it wide. Cross comes in. Burak, don't let him get it back in. And we've cleared it. Well done. So around 24, 25 minutes left. If you're a Galatasaray fan and you're watching this and I'm doing something wrong, please do let me know. If you think I'm playing somebody out of position, or somebody should be starting ahead of someone, or if there's anyone with good potential in the reserve team that maybe I've missed, then please do let me know. I'm going to make some subs. I'll get some of the Turkish lads on, just to prove a point that we do have some of them. So we'll bring him on the right side, him on the left. Belander to Henry. He's got absolute pace to burn for Gulli. Falcao. What's Falcao got in his locker? Sriracha is our outlet on the left. Oh, just hits it straight at the man. Should be able to get our changes on now. We have. Brilliant. Four minutes left. Should be able to see it out. Muslera to Falcao. Oh, Victor Ruiz won the header too easily there. Please tell me we're not going to concede late again. Hutchinson. Falcao. Can we create something? Go on, release it. There you go. Cross it. Yes. Adam Boyuk. Falcao did really well there. Showed a little bit of pace there as well, which is not necessarily known there. Obviously had two strange spells in the Premier League. Omar crosses it, gets his feet in the box, crosses it to the back post, and it's just easy there for a header. Leaps above his man. Karius completely wrong-footed. And it's an emphatic victory. I think I've pretty much nailed this game. I don't think it could have gone much better, especially if we keep our clean sheet. And there we go. Into the dressing room. They'd predicted a draw. Well, shows you to bet against us, doesn't it? A nice victory, well done. Anything from the assistant? We'll just see what the response is. Istanbul Galatasaray triumph in Istanbul derby. Yes. Press conference. It's a great result. How important could this victory be as a whole? We'll take confidence. Yeah, I think we nailed that one. There we go. So, our 8 games in a row without losing. Cool. Our next game, I think, will be... We'll definitely want to get these ones in. Maybe it'll be the Fenerbahce Man City game. If you want to see some games before that, you need to let me know. Okay? So I think we'll be back for those 2 vital games there. Did want to show you the Salzburg game. Where's this team in the league? Well, they're 6th. Okay, we'll come back for those 2 then. We'll play the Salzburg and the Gençlerbirliği game. We'll play those 2. And that'll be the next 2 games that we see. Thank you very much for all the support. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if there's any Turkish subscribers or followers out there, please do let me know how I'm getting on.